But let's get straight to the O.J. Simpson trial. And didn't those jurors come to a verdict quickly?
Oh, yeah, they were ready to go, weren't they?
There was a lot of talk about, I think it's going to take 3 or 4 weeks. There's thousands of pages of evidence for them to sift through.
Hundreds of things to identify.
They had the Hawaiian shirts and the sunnies on and the little suitcase with Acapulco written on it.
Boogie board under one arm. We're out of here. The verdict actually came in on a postcard.
Did it?
They weren't even there.
I'm surprised they didn't go for guilty, because it would have been quicker to say than not guilty. They could have been home sooner.
Live across America, it's NBC News with Bob Stacker. Well, the moment everyone, inside and indeed outside the L.A. County courtroom had been waiting for, finally arrived this morning at 10:09 Eastern Standard Time. As the world watched on live television, Judge Ito addressed the jury.
You have reached a verdict? We have. Mr. Bailiff, if you could read that verdict. We find the accused Othinen,
Get on with it!
Orenthal, Orenthal,
Just get to the verdict!
Orenthal J. Simpson, not guilty of murder.
Well, there it is. After months of testimony, we finally learned what till now most Americans have only guessed at: O.J. Simpson's Christian name. We cross to NBC's Bob Kleindecker now, down at the courthouse.
Well, Bob, there's a lot of unrest here on the streets. I don't think anyone was really expecting Orenthal. I know the smart money was on Oliver or perhaps Owen, but...
This is bullshit,
excuse me, Bob.
Man. Listen, if a man wants to call himself Orenthal, that's his right, man.
Yeah.
No one will give a if it was a
Okay,
white man.
now listen, all I'm saying...
Well, we seem to be experiencing technical problems, so in the meantime, here's how news of the verdict was received around the world.
I can't believe it, man. Orenthal. It just shows you if you've got enough money, you can buy whatever bloody name you want. Suggestions that members of the LA police planted a false birth certificate containing the name Orville have...
No one bats an eyelid when a white guy says his name is Cato, when an Asian judge goes around calling himself Lance. This is racism pure and simple.
The jury had 9 months to sift through the potential names. I hear that up until the 11th hour, many of them were favoring Obi-Wan.
Alle 10:09 il mondo aspettava le novità di essere Orenthal?
Well, not since the trial of Snoop Doggy Dogg, when the defendant's name was revealed to be Calvin Broadass, has there been such an upset. The prosecution were unable to pin any other names on the defendant, and the turning point in the case was perhaps the ludicrous spectacle of O.J. being forced to try on the name Opie, a name which clearly did not fit. Anyway, tonight, Orenthal J. Simpson is a free man, leaving just one unanswered question. What does the J stand for? That, of course, is for another court to decide.